what you are wearing, Murray. No mai hoki mai and welcome back to Breakfast at 8:13. A Kiwi tech company is making waves overseas teaching kids about coding. The all-new KaiBot is a unique, interactive robot teaching you about all things tech. It's already claimed an international award and it hasn't even been launched yet. Founder Bruce Jackson and student Murray Aimanga are here to show us how it's done this morning. Morena, thank you both for being with us. Bruce, before we even talk about it, Murray, who dresses you? Is this you? Did you get out your clothes?
My dad and mum.
Oh man, you are so stylish. So stylish. I'm going to talk to you soon, Murray, about this. Is it a game? Do I say a game? No.
It is engaging. You know, we want kids to be engaged in order to be able to learn to code. Because if we don't engage kids in the classroom, they're not going to be learning so well.
Okay, Bruce, so let's talk about coding first. I don't actually know what it is. Can you tell me?
Come on, Jenny.
Can you tell me what coding is?
Well, any device, any computer, it's got a set of instructions on what it needs to do. So whether it's the cameras here or the lights, you've got instructions on telling it when to turn on or turn off. So AI is having a big impact it's going to be a huge impact in society. It's a cart and wheel transition change, you know. So we've got to get kids be able to communicate with a computer.
Yeah, and because I've got big kids. I've got 2 6-year-olds, which I'm quite keen to see how they would engage with something like this, which is where I'm going to bring Murray in shortly. But if we go back to coding, etc., what are the skills that our kids are actually learning by doing this? What's in front of us?
Well, the thing is, you shouldn't put coding in a silo, because coding should be treated just like a regular language like English. In some countries, it's a mandatory language. Right? So, it's part of mathematics, it's part of English, it's part of storytelling. And you just encompass coding in those subjects, and then the learning happens by default. Because if you just say code, that sounds very raw.
Yeah, I like the fact that you talk about it being another language. Hey, Murray, you've been playing with this, haven't you?
Yes.
What do you think about it? Do you like it?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
I liked doing the steps with it and dancing with it.
Wow. You're 8, eh? Are you 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you've never done this before, KaiBot. Have you ever done coding before?
No.
No. But you really enjoy it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I reckon, Bruce, we get Murray to show us how KaiBot works. You were kind of showing us a little bit before, so you go for it, mate. You just stand up and you do your thing. So, Bruce, in terms of the idea for this, can you just break it down for...
So it goes back a bit. So when I was a little kid, I used to just rip apart any electronic, any computers or anything to figure out how they worked, and that was part of my journey. And then my son was going to school and learning to code. And I was just like, well, that's not coding. He was using his thumbs. And I'm like, speaking to the teacher, and the resources are just not there.
Yeah.
Consumer toys are trying to be made to educational devices. So I said, okay, let's set out a journey and as a hobby. And now it's sold, in all places around the world.
Yeah. Tell me about what Murray's doing now.
So what Murray's doing is he's laying out the steps, because coding is just a sequence, right?
Yep.
And he's laying out the steps. He needs to move his KaiBot along these little blue magnetic tiles and through to his bridge, and I guess he's going to there, if that's your plan, Murray.
So
Murray, are you making up your own plan here? So you're
Yes.
Yep. Wicked. So that's the whole point. The kids get to set out what their plan is, and then step by step,
they understand the basic sequences. If you think of it like climbing a ladder, the first rung, or riding a bicycle, you get on the training wheels, and these are the basic steps, forward, left, right. But then after that, what we can do is we can then put them into sequencing and start, growing their skills. And, for an 8-year-old to be able to learn loops and functions, which are, start some of the advanced coding techniques, it's fantastic.
Murray, what's your plan? You got your plan sorted, mate?
Yes. I got my plan sorted.
Right. So each of these cards have what we call New Zealand magic dust on them. And the robot scans. Do you want to scan your cards, Murray?
Okay.
So as Murray's scanning the cards, it's programming the robot. So he's programming the robot.
Yep.
Right? And he's programming those sequences. Now, if Murray makes a mistake, right, which is failure is a big, anxiety problem in the classroom at the moment.
Yep.
He then carry on, Murray.
Okay.
It will then give him a bug notification to say, hey, you've made a mistake. This is how you can fix it. So
I love
it
that.
doesn't need the teacher, pressure on the teacher to help solve it.
Oops.
Okay, so so he's figured out he's made a small error.
Yep.
And now he'll adjust the code and fix it.
How much fun is this, Murray?
So fun.
Yeah, I can see the look on your face too. You're totally into this. So Bruce, this doesn't come out here in New Zealand till January, right?
Yeah, we've got a whole lot of them in the oven at the moment, baking away. And in January we have a launch in the US. We're going to 4 cities in 5 weeks. Taking it around. We're up for more awards in the new year as well.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. You've already won an international award and this hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah. This is one of the little coding cards, and you can feel there's braille on that.
Yes.
So not just kids that are able to code, but we can also do partially sighted.
Can I give you a high five, mate? Because you just smashed it. You just nailed it. Thank you both so much for coming in. Murray, you rock. You reckon other kids will like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
They will.
And, hopefully Murray's going to be on Sunday. Just a little shout out. We're going to be at the Bricks for Kids on Sunday at Alexandra Park. And, people can come meet KaiBot.
Yeah. And I have no doubt that a lot of schools will probably be making contact with you as well, Bruce. Thank you both so much.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Kia ita tonu mai. Stay with us. Up next, we're seeing more of the sites Hobart has to offer. Then Indira